As you are aware, on 30th of March this year, we had the car bomb explosion at Banihal. On the 1st of April, we had a press conference at which time one person who actually was the Fidain, Uwais Amin, had been arrested. In the intervening period from today, since then, we have almost cracked the case completely. And 6 persons in all have been arrested. 3 or 4 important things that have come out from the investigation of the case are that there were 2 modules of Hizbul Mujahideen, one led by Dr. Saifullah of Pulwama and the other led by Dr. Rais Khan alias Imad Khan of Shopaiyan, who jointly worked on this car bomb fabrication and various other things related to the explosion. There has also been an active collaboration in this by Jaish-e-Mohammed. The mastermind of the IED is a terrorist by the name of Munna Bihari. He is a Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist of Pakistan who is operating in South Kashmir. The other terrorist of Jaish-e-Mohammed, Shah Jahan, was also actively involved in the fabrication of the IED. So what we find is that the IED was a handiwork of Jaish and HM. The group that was involved in the fabrication of the IED, which procured the gelatin sticks, which procured the urea, the acids, distilled it, etc., they have basically been done by under the overall command of Munna Bihari. The third thing which very importantly has emerged is that the person whom we arrested from Central University, Bhatinda in Punjab, who is a PhD student doing some research on anxiety amongst his students, Hilal Ahmad Mantu. Hilal Mantu is an active rukun of Jamaatul Tulba, which is the student wing of Jamaat-e-Islami. The rest of the details are something like this, that this boy Uwais Amin and his friend Omar and another friend Akib were all working for Rais Khan as OGW. In fact, all 4 of them, Rais included, were actually in the post-Burhan phase indulging in stone pelting, etc. But it is also interesting to note that the selection of these terrorists who were involved in this entire explosion, they all have a clean slate. None of them have any FIRs registered against them. And therefore it was very cleverly done that those who were off the radar were actually picked up. So Rais Khan in 2018 became active in HM, and thereafter these 3 boys, Uwais, Omar and Akib, were active OGWs working for Rais Khan. Thereafter, in March of this year, Uwais is told by Omar to prepare himself for a major mission. And on WhatsApp, parallel space, he makes him contact Rais. Thereafter, the entire planning and entire conspiracy is hatched in Shopaiyan. Because these 2 boys, Uwais and Omar, are in Srinagar. Uwais is a student of BBA in Srinagar and Omar is a student of BCA in Srinagar. And they actually are called to Shopaiyan, where one boy, Shahid, facilitates their meeting. Shahid alias Watson facilitates their meeting. So all these boys have been arrested, Shahid included. And the IED is being fabricated in an apple orchard in a place called Turk Wangam in Shopaya. So this boy is convinced for the Fidain attack. Omar agrees to carry out this Fidain attack. He is motivated by nobody less than Riaz Naiko himself, whom he meets. He is told that he has not to question him and only take orders. He takes his orders, and thereafter the fabrication is done. This is done during the period intervening 15th to 25th. And thereafter, once the fabrication is done, Aqib leads this boy to Kajikund, from where on they are taken to Ramsu and then come back to Banihal. Now, one interesting point to note is that Omar has been trying, albeit unsuccessfully, to conduct this explosion on 26th. He does not get an opportunity to penetrate the convoy in Kajikund because of the ROP that is present there. On the 27th, he again tries, but this time the IED develops a snag and it doesn't go off. He is then told to explain everything through a video call to Rais. And he makes a video call, presses the switch, shows him that the IED is not working. And thereafter, he is told that he has to park his vehicle in Banihal and somebody would come to repair it. There are two terrorists who come to repair it. One is Wasim and the other is Sahil Abdullah. Sahil Abdullah unfortunately has become active and is not in our custody. We are told that he has joined HM and is now active. Thereafter, the IED is repaired, and after the repair of the IED on the 28th, he is again ready. Again, fortunately, on the 29th, there is no convoy, so he doesn't get his target. And on the 30th, once the convoy is moving down from Srinagar to Jammu, he penetrates and carries out the attack. Fortunately for us, the IED did not explode the way it was supposed to. It explodes only partially. The IED is a cocktail of urea, of incendiary material like petrol, of gelatin, of gas cylinders, etc. And on 30th, after the explosion, because he was ready and prepared to die, he did not. So he's stunned and he doesn't know what to do because he was not prepared for this eventuality of the IED not going off completely. So he finds himself at a complete loss, but because the explosion has taken place, he's deafened. So once he opens his eyes, he finds that he can't hear, but he can see. And then he decides, because his door has jammed, so he sees that the window pane has blown off. He escapes through the window pane and takes shelter in an abandoned cow shed of a person, or rather a cow shed which was not inhabited, of a person in Banihal. Then he escapes from over there, changes his jacket, steals a jacket, and then tries escaping. And then, as you all know, we had conducted that press conference, we had that press conference on the other day, that we caught him at Tethar. So that is the story of the car explosion. The case is almost worked out. Some of the details would be worked out because we have not got the reports. Like, for example, we have found that the chassis number and the engine number of the vehicle were both tampered. There was nothing was matching. We have sent it to the FSL. They are trying to retrieve the original number. So we'll try working out that. We'll try working out as to where the gelatin stick, etc., were procured from. So some part of investigation remains, but the most important things have been revealed. We have got an idea as to how very cleverly the spotting of terrorists was done for the attack, who had clean records. We have now come to know that Jamaat-e-Tulba is radicalizing youth in a big way for jihad. Hilal is an example. He has revealed those in his interrogation. And now that the case is been transferred to the NIA, so tomorrow onwards the case file will be handed over to him, and the further investigation will be their responsibility. Thank you very much.
Sir, just to look with the group that has involved in Pulwama attack?
No. Till now we have absolutely no linkage between the two attacks. But as I told you, the only linkage that you can, the only inference that you can draw is that Jaish-e-Mohammed is involved in this attack as well, because the chief engineer, if I may use that word, for the IED is a Jaish militant by the name of Munna Bihari, who is a Pakistani.
Is he still in Pakistan?
No. He is very much here. He is the main person who was guiding the entire IED fabrication.
This
yes.
means this attack was carried out jointly by JEM and
HM. Yes.
And these 6 people include that Oasis also?
Yes.
You have arrested 5 more people?
Yes, we have arrested 5 more people. There are 6 persons in our custody. Hilal is here. He's standing right at my back.
And the names of other 4?
We told you, the first person to be arrested was Uwais Amin. The first person to be arrested was Uwais Amin, who was actually the suicide bomber. The second and third persons to be arrested were the 2 OGWs, other OGWs who worked for him, that is Omar and Akib. Then on their interrogation, we got hold of Dr. Wasim, and after Dr. Wasim, on his interrogation, we got hold of Hilal. And in all this, I should be placing this on record. We got very, very active cooperation from IGP Kashmir, from the entire team of Kashmir Police, including SSP Shopaiya, SSP Pulwama. Whatever was being revealed and whatever we would share, the response would be immediate, not only to work on the leads, but also to get us these OGWs and others who we have arrested.
What was the role of this PhD student who had been arrested from
Hilal Ahmad Mantu was involved. He's one of the radicalized youth. He, as I told you, he's a PhD student, but he is also a Rukun of Jamaat-e-Tulba, and he was actively involved in preparation of the IED. In fact, he was the person, if I go into the details, he was the person who was distilling all those urea, acid extract, etc.
Where he was doing it? He was doing it in Shopia?
कितने समय से ये था हिलाल?
Jamaat-e-Tulba के साथ कब से?
Sir, 15 years.
2015.
जमातुल तुलबा जो है वो स्टूडेंट विंग है जमात इस्लामी का, तो ये मान लें कि जो जमातुल तुलबा है वो अब रिक्रूट कर रहा है लड़कों को?
They are radicalizing. Recruitment would not be the right word, because Jamaat-e-Tulba takes its students into its fold. They are radicalized.
They are radicalized.
Yes.
Sir, there's a little bit confusion. He had been fabricating IED. When you're talking about distilling all this cocktail material that was used for fabricating improvised explosive device, he was doing it in Shopia. After that, he went.
Yeah, Turbanga. Yes, Turbanga.
And what was the role of Munna Bhai? Munna Bhai, how he was?
Munna Bihari is actually the brain behind it. He's the brain behind it. He's the fellow who knows how to do it all. He's getting it done through them.
And sir, for how long he is operating in Kashmir?
So he's training them.
For how long he is
Munna Bihari is the trainer, main trainer.
Main team.
Yes.
And sir, for how long he is operating in Kashmir?
Sir,
We have no idea.
last
किसी और उसमें involvement
time
उसकी अभी
two
तक?
terrorists were arrested from Jalandhar and now one from Bathinda. So do you see any Punjab connection, any Khalistani connection with these Kashmir-based terrorists?
I would not have a comment for that because I have not probed that angle at all.
ये
सर जिस तरीके से आपने अभी बताया इसके फिलहाल के बारे में, जमात तुलबा एसोसिएटेड जो है जमात इस्लाम के साथ, अभी रिसेंटली जमात को बैन कर दिया गया है और स्टूडेंट विंग निकल के बाहर आ रही है, कितना खतरा समझ रहे हैं आप स्टेट के लिए?
नहीं, जहाँ रेडिकलाइजेशन हो रहा है वो हमारे लिए खतरा है, बिकॉज ऑल दी रेडिकलाइज्ड यूथ आर रेडी टू इंडल्ज इन एनी नेफेरियस एक्ट व्हाटएवर दे आर टोल्ड. Obviously if you are radicalized, you indulge in those activities, so it is a threat. It's a very living
सर
threat.
किश्तवाड़ की कुछ जो वहाँ पे जो किलिंग हुई थी जो संघ के नेता है उसके बारे में कुछ शेयर कर सकते हैं कि क्या कुछ अभी तक
Any leads in the Kishtwar incident?
अभी कोई जो आप लोग को पहले भी बता चुके हैं वो उसके आगे इतना हो गया है कि हम लोगों ने ग्रुप आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया है, हम लोगों ने ये पता कर लिया है कि कौन सा ग्रुप था और उसमें लेकिन जो बंदा था जिसने गाड़ी खरीदी, जिसका गाड़ी इस्तेमाल हुआ, जिसका नाम जाहिद है, वो भी अब एक्टिव हो गया है और उसने भी उस तंजीम को ज्वाइन कर लिया है, वो भी अब ओसामा के साथ है और वो सब कैसे हुआ, कहाँ से आए, किधर गए, ये सब अब those leads have been worked out and we are aware as to how it was carried out, but we have not been able to locate them yet, so we are working on that.
Had they got any kind of instructions from Pakistan for carrying out this bombing in Banihal?
The person who was given this order is Uwais Amin. Now behind him is an entire module led by Riaz Naiku and Dr. Saifullah who are working. What was told to them, who told them, who were the guides would not be exactly known, but I would say that I would not rule out that possibility.
Masood Azhar's role can be, in fact, because
That will be entirely conjectural at that moment. No comment can be made on that. Thank you.
Saifullah and Riaz